Sam Stubbs, welcome to Shrewsbury. It's been well documented you've had interest from elsewhere. Why did you join us?
I think it was many things. When I was showed around the club and I'd look at the training ground and the stadium and got a feel for the place, it quickly became apparent that it was a good place to come and play my football. A club with ambition to get back in up the leagues and progress. So it was a bit of a no-brainer towards the end.
You arrived from Cheltenham, you had an amazing year there last year. You won Player of the Year, Players Player of the Year. Why do you think it was such a successful season for
you? I think it had to be. I was coming towards the end of my contract. Like every year, it's an important year, but it was important that I put myself in the best position this summer, this window, to find my new home and like I said, probably in the previous question, find a club with ambition aligned with mine and they want to success and I think I found that. And yeah, last year, listen, it was a great club, lovely people, and it probably was just they aligned with me in what I needed in that moment.
You've met our director of football, Mickey Moore. What's he said to sort of get this deal over the line?
Listen, not an awful lot. Like I said, not an awful lot needs saying. It's a really healthy club, good fan base, really strong structure behind the club. Touched on a little bit about the way the club want to go and where they see the future and the style of football. So listen, we had a couple of chats, but there was nothing too in detail. I felt like the chats that we did have were really positive and I took what I needed from them.
Michael Appleton as well, you've spoken to him. What's he said? What does he want from you this season?
Yeah, the gaffer probably just was more tactical and technical and the way he operates and again it was a really good conversation. When I come, I spoke to both the manager and Mickey, and when I left, it felt right. As much as it was a good thinking and good thoughts about the place, it was a good feeling really. So yeah, just really happy to get it done and looking forward to working with the manager and seeing how we get on.
We've also signed Tom Anderson this summer, fellow centre-back. From some of the highlights I've seen last season, I think you two might have had a little bit of a ding-dong. What can you tell us about that, and are you two okay?
I can't really remember. I do remember it. I remember him squaring up to me and yeah, it was, listen, that happens every week. We were both on the drug test after, so kind of squashed it. He apologised.
Back down to it.
Yeah, but no, he was like, listen, I don't know Tom personally, but I know people that have played with him and I've only heard good things alongside many of the players in the team. So yeah, it will. I'm sure we'll have a laugh about it when I see him day one.
You've actually won promotion before with Exeter. All our summer rivals so far have real success in the EFL. How important do you think that is? Yeah,
I think it's important. I think any good team will have a blend of the two in terms of young lads probably making the way and an experienced pro. So yeah, I think it is important. I think as I've got older, I understand the importance of knowing probably more mentally and in terms of the community of the team and what it needs and the characters in it, how important it is. So it's only positive. I think if I was a fan, I'd be really excited about the signings the club have made and what the club have already got, and hopefully we can add to that and then take it into the season.
We'll talk about your dad if that's okay. Very famous dad, Alan Stubbs, ex-Salop, ex-Everton, Bolton as well, I think.
Yeah.
Just how, same position?
Yeah.
Just how big an influence has he been on your career?
Yeah, listen, massive. I think whenever I get asked that question, the first thing I'd always say is my dad. He's my mate, he's my dad. It's not necessarily he's a coach. The second thing is, yeah, it's nice. It's obviously helpful, probably more so when I was younger and I was finding my way and probably understanding how the game works. He'd be there. But yeah, it's really positive. Like I said, he likes to come, but he doesn't get too involved. He always reminds me of the level he played at. But no, yeah, it's something that's, like I said, he's my dad, number one, and then number two, he's someone who has a really good career. And I think, again, as I've got older, I probably respect him a little bit more and what he'd done and the level he played at. So yeah.
You have sort of mentioned it, but just looking ahead to next season, what are your sort of hopes for the campaign?
There's some promotion, and I don't want to be too outspoken, but that's something that I was really keen on going into the window. I wanted to go into a club that, like I said, was healthy and has strong ambitions, and it's not going to be easy. There's probably well documented. There's a few teams that are really aggressive in the way they're recruiting this year. But I think it's as open as I've seen the league for a while. And why not? I think a week's a long time in League Two in terms of a Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday. It can change the week massively, and it can change the table. So I think initially, from a personal point of view, get myself in the team, try and be consistent, and then collectively, be towards the top of the table and try and win games of football.
Brilliant, mate. We're just going to ask you some quick-fire questions just to get to know you a little bit better as a person. Do you have any superstitions?
No, did when I was younger. Not one now.
What did you do in the...
Daft stuff. Tie my right boot first, then my left. Everything had to be laid out. Just silly stuff. But as I've got older, I'm completely none.
What's your coffee order?
Flat white.
What's your favourite dessert?
Tiramisu probably at the moment. It's flips. I'm tiramisu or sticky toffee.
Yeah. Have you got a favourite TV show, box set?
No, I'm not a massive TV watcher. I like sport. Probably just any sport. Love me boxing, F1, golf, footy. Probably more of a sport person to watch TV.
What about favourite musician?
Love me music. A bit old, but I like George Michael, Luther Vandross, Lionel Richie. Yeah. But I like any music. Any music, yeah. But they're probably my three go-to.
Okay. VAR, yes or no?
Yes to VAR, no to people that control it.
Nice. That takes too long.
Yeah.
Thomas Tuchel or Gareth Southgate?
I think Southgate, personally.
Who do you think is the best player in the world?
Currently?
Yeah.
Seamus Coleman. Currently, I think Bellingham. When he's on it, Bellingham.
Have you got a favourite number?
I like number 7. Not that I'll be wearing it this year, probably. 7, but again, no superstitions or anything like that.
And just last one, black boots or bright colours?
Not bright, but if I had to pick one of the bright colours. Right. I don't like looking down and seeing black. I don't like it.
Brilliant, mate. Welcome to the club. Thank you.
Cheers.
For that.
Thank you.